Hey, it's meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen here with the 9 News Weather Impact Team. We've had some pretty amazing spring-like weather over the last few days, and that will continue for one more day, or maybe a day and a half into most of the day on Monday. The reason is the jet stream pattern, and you can clearly see it on satellite here, going straight up the west coast into Canada and all the way around the other side of Colorado here into Nebraska and Kansas. Pretty much everything underneath this has been relatively warm and dry over the last several days, and that will continue. Here's your forecast low temperatures for Sunday morning here. We could even stay at or above freezing here in the Denver area, some 20s on the eastern plains and some teens and 20s in the mountains. Here's the forecast high temperatures across the Denver region here, eastern plains looking like it's going to be another warm day here, but we'll introduce a little bit more cloud cover, especially in the morning. But these temperatures all well warmer than that normal high temperature in Denver here of 50 degrees. Will be well above that. When you look at the weather pattern here, this is a model of the atmosphere. You can still see that ridge of high pressure here staying in place over most of the west here, and Denver in Colorado is kind of right in the middle of that. We do have one small storm system kind of in the midst of that ridge of high pressure, and that'll stay weak and relatively south of Colorado. That'll bring some cloud cover in on Sunday, maybe a little bit of rain here to southern Colorado just briefly through the day on Sunday. But this is still the big talker here. This is the storm system that we're all watching, and it is one of those classic March troughs of low pressure digging way down deep in here that captures the Pacific moisture and all the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and it kind of circulates it and pushes it right up against the lee side of the Colorado Rockies. And that's where we live here in the Denver metro area. So we're looking for some big snow potential out of this thing. And that's going to be mostly Monday night into Tuesday. The one other impact that we do have right ahead of that trough of low pressure coming in on Monday, we'll have the dry conditions, the warm temperatures, and then we'll kick up a little bit of winds in southern Colorado. So we do have a fire weather watch in place here for Monday. Now March is, we get the most fire weather warnings in the month of March out of all the months. So that is something we'll certainly be watching very frequently over the next 30 days. Let's take a look at the computer modeling here. Starting out on Saturday afternoon, we'll start to see that cloud cover as that storm system goes across the bottom of Colorado and New Mexico. By tomorrow morning, in between 8 o'clock and say noon, we'll see those rain showers just hugging the very bottom of the state here. But places like Alamosa and especially Trinidad could pick up a little bit of rain from that little storm system there. We could even see a brief little a drop or two from some rain showers here in the Denver area, particularly in the foothills and Palmer Divide by sometime Sunday afternoon. And then the bigger storm system will start to move in here on Monday. We'll get these mountain snow showers going from top to bottom here, San Juan's all the way to the Park Range. And we'll start to see some rain showers in the Denver metro area on Monday afternoon. And that will just be the very beginning of what we expect to be a mainly snow event here. Let's take a closer look at that here, zoomed into the Front Range here. Let's pick this up on Monday afternoon when we start to see these rain showers. Could be some thunderstorms involved in this as the storms get kind of convective, so we could see some small hail, some graupel, some sleet out of these things here as we go into Monday afternoon and Monday evening. And then sometime overnight into Tuesday morning, we'll start to see that rain start to transition over to snow, and it'll likely be very heavy, wet thick snowflakes coming from this type of system. But check out these temperatures here as we go through the snow event. If these temperatures here stay above freezing, well, you know what happens. We do get that heavy snow, but it's practically rain on the ground. I think we get a lot of slush here in the Denver area and North I-25. Heavy snow in the foothills here. Once we get up to about 6,000 feet on the west side of the Denver metro and the south side, that's where we start to see actual snow accumulation, even on roads, because of this would be so heavy. So we're looking for the potential for heavier snow in the foothills, even the west side of the Denver metro. More in particular, looking at the south side of the Denver metro and the Palmer Divide for that bigger impact from this snow. And then out on the eastern plains, we won't be struggling so much with temperature, but the snow showers will be a little bit more sporadic. But I think we'll have some pretty good impacts there from that snow out on the eastern plains. Here's the latest snow accumulation model from the European model. And once again, the last several runs have really called out Douglas County, El Paso County, and Elbert County. So that's several runs in a row now where that's kind of ended up being the bullseye here. So that's that 8 to 15, 8 to 20 inch range here. So that is of concern. We do have some snow showers pretty heavy in the mountains here, accumulation possible in the foothills, pretty big. And then this is every other run here is showing a pretty big hit a little further out on the eastern plains. And like I said, right in the core part of the Denver metro area, it looks like it's going to be mostly a couple inches of slush out of this storm system for us. But it's not said and done yet. So we're still waiting. That bullseye is moving. Things are always changing. The storm moves and changes strength and size every 10 minutes. So this forecast can really update every 10 minutes. But we look at that wintry mix here, likely on Monday afternoon, going into the day on Tuesday. So that snow will have the impact mostly on Tuesday morning. By about the time the sun goes down on Tuesday, this might be all done for mostly northeast Colorado. And then we'll take a little break on Wednesday, and then one more little storm system will come through here Thursday night into Friday. Looks for now a little bit less impact, although the temperature range is a little bit more favorable for snow accumulation here in the Denver area. And then by the weekend here, it looks like we're going to kind of warm back up into the 50s and maybe close to 60 by next Sunday. That is the forecast. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great day.